Hi, my name is Jose. I'm pleased to welcome you to this new moon in Taurus meditation. I want to invite you to find a position that feels comfortable for you, sitting or lying down. And let your hands rest. Let your shoulders drop. And now begin to breathe in slowly through your nose and out through the mouth. And once more in through the nose and out through the mouth. And one more time, breathe in and out. With every exhale, you'll feel your body growing heavier. The ground beneath you, holding you. There's nothing you need to do, achieve, or understand in this moment. You are here, and that's enough. And gently close your eyes if they are not already closed, and let the outside world drift a little further away. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a forest. It is a gentle day, the air is pleasant. You feel the ground beneath your feet, firm and soft at the same time. You smell the earth. You smell leaves and moss and something that reminds you of rain that has just fallen. The forest before you is large and friendly, and the trees stand close together but let the light through. And you begin to walk slowly. Your feet find their own way over the soft ground. Branches bend gently aside as you pass. It is as though the forest knows you, as though it's been waiting for you. And as you walk, you feel something in you releasing. Something that has been held for a very long time. A layer that perhaps you had stopped noticing because it had been there so long. It may let go here. And then, after a while, the forest opens, and before you lies an open field. The grass is soft and fresh, the field is spacious and still, and in the middle of that field stands a tree. An old tree. A wise tree. Large and steady, and so present that you feel it before you fully see it. You walk slowly across the field toward the tree. With every step, you feel yourself growing a little quieter, a little deeper. And as you come closer, you notice something you perhaps did not expect. In the trunk of the tree, there is a door. An old wooden door, soft in color, with what appears to be a carved pattern in the wood. And as you look more closely, you see that the pattern is shaped like an 8. Eight, the number of infinity, of the endless flow that never stops, only changes form. What begins never truly ends. What ends always begins again. You place your hand on the door and it is warm. It feels familiar, as though you have been here before, in a dream or in a moment you had almost forgotten. You push gently and the door opens. Before you lies a staircase leading downward. The steps are made of stone, softly lit by a golden glow coming from somewhere deep below. It is warm here and it feels safe, and you begin to descend. 8 steps. With every step you go deeper. With every step you grow quieter. 8. 7. Deeper. 6. Quieter. 5. Safer. 4. More restful. 3. Softer. 2. Deeper than you have ever gone. You are at the bottom of the staircase. You are deep, you are still, and you are fully present here. And before you, in the soft golden light, something moves slowly across the ground. It's a slug. She moves slowly and with certainty. And behind her glimmers a trail that shines like a path of stars. The slug stops before you. She looks up at you and with eyes that are ancient and calm and full of something that feels like understanding. And she asks you, where are you truly hiding? Not from others, but from yourself. Where are you truly hiding? Not from others, but from yourself. And she asks you, what would you do, create, or say if you knew with certainty that no one would judge you? What would you do, create, or say if you knew with certainty that no one would judge you? And she asks, which part of you has been waiting a long time for permission to exist? Which part of you has been waiting a long time for permission to exist? The slug looks at you, and in her eyes you see something that resembles kindness, recognition. And she says, you have seen this. That is enough. Go now, go further. And she moves gently aside, leaving her shimmering trail behind her like a path you can follow. You follow the tunnel that lies before you. The walls are soft and earthy. It smells of soil and roots, and something that is ancient and alive at the same time. And then, in a small space where the light is warmer, you see the mole. He is small, but his presence is large. His fur is so soft that you feel almost the desire to touch him. And he moves with a knowing, a precision, as though he always knows exactly where he's going, even though he cannot see far ahead. The mole looks at you and he tells you that his strength does not come from his eyes, but from his feeling. That he experiences the world through vibration, through touch, through what he knows deep within without needing to see it. And he says, your style is not something you need to think up. It is already here. It lives in the way you move, speak, look, and feel. It lives in what you do effortlessly. And then he asks you, in which moment are you most yourself without thinking about it? In which moment are you most yourself without thinking about it? He asks you, what is it that only you can see, feel, or bring? What is it that only you can see, feel, or bring? He asks you, what would you plant in this new moon if you fully trusted what only you can bring? What would you plant in this new moon if you fully trusted what only you can bring? The mole nods gently. He turns and shows you where the tunnel continues, outward, toward light. You walk out of the tunnel and suddenly you are outside. The air is fresh. The light is different here, richer, more layered, as though it glows from within. And then you hear it. A humming sound. Fast and light and full of something that reminds you of music. You see the hummingbird. She is small and she is the most beautiful thing you have ever seen. Her feathers catch the light in a way that seems to be every color at once. She moves so fast that she stands still. She looks at you, and in her gaze there is something that touches your heart in a place you cannot quite point to, but that you recognize very well. And she says in her humming language of light and movement, "You are already what you are searching for. Your uniqueness is not something you need to earn or prove. It is what you are when everything you think about falls away for a moment." And she asks you, if you were to live your life as a work of art, what would be the most beautiful part you have not yet created? If you were to live your life as a work of art, what would be the most beautiful part you have not yet created? And she asks you, what becomes visible in you when you stop comparing yourself to who you think you should be? What becomes visible in you when you stop comparing yourself to who you think you should be? And then in a flash of light and color and that humming sound, she is gone. But something of her has stayed with you. You are standing in the light outside the tree. Before you lies the open field, and you breathe deeply in. and you begin to walk slowly back across the field. The grass beneath your feet, the air around you, and within you, something that was always there, but that now feels a little more spacious, a little freer, a little more your own. You walk into the forest and the trees welcome you back. Light filters through the leaves and your feet know the way. Slowly, very slowly, you begin to return to this moment, to this space, to your body. You begin to move your fingers gently one by one. And your toes, feel them moving and feel life flowing back into your hands and feet. And take a deep breath in and fill your lungs completely. And breathe slowly out. Move your shoulders gently. Stretch if that feels good. Let your body come back into the space. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. The true rebel, the one who has truly released their inner light, hasn't even a breath of imitation about them. They are constantly transcending all definitions of who they are. You are the seed that is ready to be planted. Plant it in your own way. Sending love.